What is going on, y'all? We just pulled into the Gypsum, Colorado warehouse. We are right on the border of Gypsum and Eagle. I'm very glad we're on the Gypsum side because I had a long drive, man, and I hate the freaking Eagles. But now that we're here, oh my God, what a beautiful location. 360 mountain views, sky as blue as can be, air is cool, crisp, and clean. This is a wonderful location for a warehouse. Absolutely love it. This warehouse opened in 2006, and it does have double line parking spaces. Usually when the warehouses are almost 20 years old, they don't have double line parking spaces. I really love to see that. We've got multiple entry points to the parking lot. Also another plus, you can come in the front near the gas station, which is on the smaller side. It's only 12 pumps, but there was nobody there. No line. We're definitely not in the most populated area around, so I'm not expecting huge crowds here, which is also great. But other entry points, you can come along to the rear side of the warehouse where you can go in multiple directions. So a lot of ways to get into this parking lot, which is gigantic, by the way. I also did see a tire center. We're in Colorado, so who knows what's going on with the beer, wine, and liquor selection. Something I'm going to look for in there, but very excited to check out the warehouse in the mountains, Gypsum, Colorado, coming at you.
Here's a look at that 12 pump gas station. Super nice that you don't even have to wait in a line. It's Saturday, it's about 11 a.m. and it's pretty darn empty here. Gas station's actually really easy to miss. The turnoff is not marked, so you could drive right by it, but I cannot get over this scenery out here. As I was walking from the gas station over to the tire center, I noticed something super unique at this warehouse, a filling station for your propane tank. So you can just fill up the exact amount you need without needing to exchange your entire tank. Usually I only see these at a few hardware stores, so it was really great to see it at Costco. And the tire center, of course, it's got the standard 4 bays that you would expect from a warehouse opened in '06. Front of the warehouse is very standard, can tell it's an older one, but I love that they're firing on all cylinders with 6 garage bays open, although of course there's no crowds here anyway to enjoy it, but still, I just like seeing that. Opens up the space a little bit more. As I begin my initial approach, I am very impressed. I mean, I knew there was not going to be a lot of crowds here. The parking lot was pretty empty. We're not in a populated area, but this is nothing short of exemplary. I'm noticing liquor on the wall in front of me here next to the Southwest gift cards. Directly behind me, there's beer on the back wall. And as I turn this first corner, look at this. I can see all the way down to the end with like barely anybody in front of me. This is amazing. And actually, it's starting to give me vibes of a certain warehouse that I may have put in the winner's chair just a few videos ago. If you're a fan of the channel, if you're subscribed, you know exactly which one I am talking about. So the fact that I'm bringing that up is a very, very good sign for the Gypsum warehouse. But look at this. Like I said, it's Saturday at 11 a.m. and I can't believe what I'm looking at here. Okay, my first major checkpoint, the far right-hand corner of the warehouse. Right away, I do see the full aisle full of liquor in the back here, as well as some pallets of liquor in the front. And of course, as I've come to expect in Colorado, this entire back corner is filled with wine, and actually that far back wall is entirely lined with beer. And unfortunately, there is no refrigerated produce area in this section. I do not like this layout. It causes more items to be shoved into the middle of the store with heavier crowds in the wrong areas. So even though there's nobody here at this point, I am starting to get a little bit skeptical, and I'm wondering how things are going to flow for the rest of the trip. However, as I turned to walk along the back wall, I wasn't really seeing any of the ramifications of the layout I didn't like. Sure, there's some people here, but by Costco standards, this is virtually empty. So very, very impressed here, and I am coming up on the rotisserie chickens, so it is time for our chicken check-in.
Chicken check-in, y'all. Gypsum, Colorado. It is very, very chill here. Crowds are at a minimum, and frankly, that is saving this place. I'm not a big fan of the layout, but I am always a fan of not having anybody around me. So love that, but think they might be getting a little lucky here. Coming at you guys from the back wall. I mean, if you know the chicken check-in's calm, you know this place is going to be calm too. I'm like kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop here based on the layout and like the lack of crowds. I don't know where they're putting the stuff that other warehouses are forced to shove into the middle of the store, unless there are actually just fewer things here. I don't know. So keeping an eye out.
So So this area right here is where the rubber's going to meet the road. We've got the refrigerated produce section. There's nothing in the way back. That's the older layout. And so all of the produce is going to be right here in this area. And what I quickly realized is that there is just less stuff here. The other shoe is not going to drop. What they've done at this warehouse is they've embraced the opportunity cost of their decisions, and I freaking respect that. The ballsiness of this move to say, you know what, the far right-hand corner, that's going to be filled with wine, but we're not going to overcrowd the warehouse with too much stuff. And I know it's not a crowded warehouse to begin with, but I love that there are some crowd mitigation measures in place to make sure that we don't get overflows and buildups. I'm very, very happy with this place right now. Pharmacy and hearing section, not surprised at all that nobody's over here. Don't think I saw the Kirkland whey protein though, not sure if it's made its way over to Gypsum. But you guys are never going to believe what I found back here. Remember, older layout, the optometry section is separated from the pharmacy and hearing aid, so I'm on the far right wall here, and I find an entire secret space. Down at the end is the bakery, like the liquor section here, and there's a secret room. Let me know in the comments section, does your warehouse have a secret room like this? I've never seen this, so I'm amazed. Take a look around, please. Enjoy.
Hey guys, coming to you from the secret room I found in the Gypsum warehouse. I've never seen a secret room like this. It's where they've got like a ton of the furniture, the appliances, toilets, rugs. Those would really tie the secret room together. But this is definitely how they're saving space. It's a really cool addition. I don't know why I've never seen this before. This is an '06 warehouse, so this kind of thing has been around for a while. Something cool, very unique about this.
I'm just rolling off the high of finding that secret room. So I'm going to begin my initial descent now and just enjoy this lovely clear walk I have toward the exit. I mean, obviously there's some people here because it is Saturday, but like I said, by Costco standards, this is virtually zero. So I'm just having a good old time here walking to the checkout. So I have to admit, part of me was worried about the checkout ruining the experience here, but it was fantastic. Icing on the cake. And funny enough, the warehouse with minimal crowds has an employee at each self-checkout station scanning the items in people's carts. So if you're at the Gypsum warehouse, go with self-checkout. But even if you go with traditional, lines are super short and are going to be nothing to worry about here. Food court had all the standard offerings, but they were out of ice cream. That's super frustrating and one of the only knocks on this place. Can't believe that. In my opinion, the ice cream is actually the best thing on the food court menu, so no joke, that was actually disappointing to me. And as expected, walking out of here was a complete breeze. Hardly any wait to get the receipt checked. Gypsum Warehouse was a super cool, super unique experience. Very glad I got to see it. And you can also grab a bag of ice here on your way out. Not actually sure how that works after the checkout, but something else cool here.
All right, y'all. Gypsum, Colorado. What can I say? This place was freaking awesome. Only thing I didn't like was that the ice cream machine was broken, made it look like McDonald's out here. But, I mean, there was a secret room, there was a propane tank filling station, strong decision-making, top-notch warehouse. And I don't really know why there's a warehouse in Gypsum, but no complaints from me. Gypsum is not a populated area, neither is the neighboring town Eagle. Only thing I can think of is it's like, well, it is the only warehouse between the Denver area and the Salt Lake City area, and it's kind of between Vail and Aspen, so maybe the crowds pick up in the wintertime, actually. During ski season, it would kind of be a little bit backwards. But overall, just a fantastic experience. And you heard me in the video, I was comparing it to East Lyme. Like, it's right there. I don't think it's better than East Lyme. I think East Lyme has the better layout. But just in terms of, like, the location and the uniqueness and the moderate crowds, like, it's right there. It's close. So I really enjoyed the experience. And just, what can I say? If you happen to be in that area, go check it out. But it's not really easy to get to. It's like a 2.5 hour drive from Denver if there's no traffic. But if you're like me and want to check out cool Costco's, put Gypsum on the list. Anyway, Let's get to the one item I picked up from Gypsum. I went with Liquid IV today. I do use this stuff a lot, and I'm still kind of trying to find a flavor that I like. The only other one that I do like is called, I can't remember, it's like Sea Biscuit, Sea Berry, Sea Breeze, something along those lines. This is a combo strawberry and cherry pack. I did open it up. I had one of the cherry flavors. That was pretty good, so maybe I'll get that again. But anyway, if you can, check out Gypsum. It's an awesome place. I loved it. I'll see you guys on the next one.
As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you like this content, please remember to like and subscribe. And let me know in the comments section, what did you think of the Gypsum warehouse? And is there somewhere that you would like to see me go next?